Hi everyone, it's Sandy and thank you for joining me here on my YouTube channel, Septeria18. I've got here COCO and Reno's February 2020 monthly kit to share with you, and just some of the projects that I also had made using some of their dies and stamps as well. I have been a designer for their design team now for a few months, and it's been really exciting being part of their design team. So I'm hoping to inspire you and hopefully give you some ideas if you are one of the subscribers from their COCO and Reno monthly kits. So I'm going to share with you now some of the projects, but I'll just go and give you a quick run through some of the items that you get for their February subscription kit. It is a Geometric Shapes theme for the month of February, and these are some of the dies that you get. I mean, you get a heap of dies. These are so fun to use in any of your projects. You get quite a few. So these are some of the dies. I haven't used most of the dies, but I have some that I've cut out to show you what they look like as well. So you get little animals, some heart shapes, some word dies as well. And then you also get these really cute little small shaped heart and hexagon and a butterfly. So these are really cute to use on your projects. So there are a whole heap here. There is also a geometric background clear stamp sheet that you could also use in your projects. And then there is their clear stamp coordinating set as well, and there's a whole heap of really great stamps in here that you could use. And some of the dies I did cut some through. I'll just put these to the side. This is a little pouch that you also receive, plus their clear pocket sleeve pocket where you can place all of your dies and stamps in as well. But I did cut some out, and I'll just see if I can bring it and show you. I did cut out this one here. This one here says be happy, which is that one. This is really nice and a great size as well. So great for you to make cards with, on tags. So that's that one. I did also cut out this one here. It says love. It's also a heart-shaped die, and that's this one here. Again, it's also a nice size. And this one here is one of the animal dies, and that's that one. So they are easy to run through as well, so they do cut really well. These are the little heart and hexagon shape. I didn't do the butterfly, but that's the hexagon shape, and this is the heart. They are quite tiny, but they are still really great to use in your projects. I did do a embellishment with the hexagon, and I'll just show you what I made with that one. I've got it here, which is this one. I'm not sure if you can see it on my camera, but these are the little hexagon shapes. I just laid them on top of each other, and then I used the word celebrate stamp, and then I just decorated the embellishment with some of my papers. So that's that shape there. So I did that, and then I also made one of the heart shape as well, which is this one here, which is my favorite die. It's a nice large size. That's the heart-shaped die, and this is what I made. So what I've done here was, once I ran it through the machine, I just stuck it on some pretty background paper, and then I fussy cut around the heart shape to give me this little cutout. And I did do a project using the same heart, and I made this one here. I made a 4x4 card with a window. My little sticker keeps coming out. I hope it'll stay stuck on. So I just made a 4x4 greeting card that says "for you," and then I cut out a window to make a window opening, and that's the little heart, or little, but this is the heart shape that I placed on the inside of the card, which is similar to this one. And then I cut out the circle part of this part and place that on the back as a background. And these are the two little heart shapes from that little heart die that I showed you earlier. So I just stuck that on the corner. So that was a cute little card that I made with the heart. And what else did I make? I also made these embellishment Polaroid shapes. These were really cute to make as well, so I did make a couple of those, and these were using the little cat. I think it's a cat, I'm not too sure, but I did use this die and this one here. So I used those two. I ran that through, and then I also done the same thing and added some background paper to the back. And this is just a Polaroid shaped die that I had. I also placed some vellum, and then I placed that on some white cardstock, and before I stuck it on, I stamped the word hello, so you can just see it through the vellum. And this is their other stamp called Bliss. So that's this one here. These are the two stamps that I used to make the cute little embellishment, and I just stuck on some tassel as well on there. I thought this was fun to make. I also made these treat bags that I stamped using the flower shape stamp, and also this one here. So I made those. So I just made a whole heap. This one says happy birthday, so these are ready for me to use, just some little treat bags. And they do press really well too when you use your stamp. It's nice and crisp, and that's the word thank you. And just to show you guys the way I stamp these so that they all line up nicely, evenly. As you can see, if you look at it, they all line up nicely on each bag. I did use the one of these stamp boards. I think you can get them. I think they're like the Misty stamping tool. Here in Australia, I can't find that Misty stamping tool, but I did go to a Sydney craft show about 2 years ago, and I found one similar, and it's called the Hinge Stamper by Craft for You, and it works the same way. And what you do, the great thing with this stamping tool is you can always line up your projects with the stamp, and they always line up the same way. So I'll just move this, and I'm just going to show you what I mean. So if you want your stamps to line up the same on your, say, your packaging like I have, and you know, if you use a clear stamp block, you know, you don't know if they're all going to line up. But in this case, when you have one of these, it opens up, and then you get these two magnetic magnets to hold your paper down. And then what you do is you place your card or your tag or your project down, and these magnets will hold your paper in place. And then you just select what stamp you like. So I'll just take one out of here to show you. So let's say I want to use, I'll use this one with the heart, and I'll use the word happy birthday. Now normally when you use a block, you know, you just stamp it and then it's done. And when you get another paper, you don't know where it's going to line up. In this case, what you do, you can just place your clear stamp wherever you like with the printing part facing down. So I want to place one there, and you can line that up. And then I've got here the word happy birthday, which I will place on the inside. And that will always line up like that. So every time I have another treat bag, it's always going to get stamped in the same position where I've laid the stamp. So if I'm happy where I've got that, I'm going to close this over, press that down, and what it will do, it will pick up the stamp. Oh, sorry, I've got this on the wrong way. Let's just start that again. Sorry, I didn't have the happy birthday facing down. Just making sure it's not upside down. Alright, so I'm going to place that in the middle. I'm happier to have that there. And then you close this up, press it down, and it will pick up your clear stamp over to this side. And you then grab your ink. I like using the Memento Tuxedo black ink pad for my stamping. And you just press onto your stamp. Just move that over. And once you're happy with the amount of ink you've got on there, you just press it down. And then it's stamped on. Now, if you see that it hasn't stamped on clearly, that's fine. All you do is you just add more ink. Your clear stamp won't move, and then you just go back over it, and it will still line up to where you had it, and then it will just go over it again. That's the great thing about this fantastic stamping tool. So now you've done that one, you want to grab another one and do it the same way. It's going to line up exactly the same way you had it there. So you just place your project that you want it to stamp on, using the magnets to hold in place. Add your ink, close it, press, and it's stamped. Again, I haven't stamped it properly. Where it says happy birthday, I'm just going to go over it again now. And go over it, and it should go back to where I had it. And there you have your packaging stamped exactly the same way where you had it with the other one. And then you can just continue doing that with however many you want. And that's just another fun way to use this stamping tool. It's also a great tool if you do stamp layering as well, because you just go back and then you place your clear stamp where you want it, and then it will layer your stamping to your project. So I do hope you enjoyed my project share using COCO and Reno's monthly February kit, and also how to use the hinge stamping tool as well. I do hope I will see you all in my next video, and I'll put the link down below to COCO and Reno's online subscription site, where you can go and receive all of their monthly die and stamp kits as well. So I will also put the link to where I purchased the hinge stamp tool as well. So I thank you all for joining me, and I will see you all soon. Bye.